Hi everyone. I want to review the syllabus with you and just to give you some information. I am located at Arkansas State University in the Communications Building. If you're nearby or local, you're welcome to drop by and visit with me. I always send a text or something like that through my cell phone if you're interested in that. Also, those of you who are working in our program from a distance, that cell phone is your connection to me. It's the best way to reach out to me. And we can do Zoom meetings, we can do phone calls, whatever it takes in order for you to be successful. This class has an open source group of materials that I've provided for you. Some of those are actually here in this textbook of materials section. All of these will be found, anyone that is important to you will be found inside the actual modules for each week. Just keep up with the modules. Don't really worry too much about this, but I just wanted you to be aware that most of your materials are coming from online sources that are actually sources related to law and things like that. In addition, this is a class where we talk about entrepreneurial techniques and skills. We also address business finance. We discuss our audiences. We think about ethics, and we think about that in relationship to all of the different media platforms that exist out there. We have a set of learning outcomes for the university. Our creative, our creative media production program also has a set of program outcomes that align with the university outcomes. And then we have outcomes specific to this class where you will begin to think more globally and more diversely in relationship to media messages. You'll be introduced to professional ethical principles and practices as it relates to audiences, and then you'll also be creating messages, and the messages that you will be creating are associated with a business plan where you will actually write a SWOT analysis for a business plan, where you'll write market analysis, and where you will also write a complete business plan. In addition, you'll learn to conduct research, you'll foster entrepreneurial characteristics, and you will develop a business plan to promote product innovation. All assignments are due at 8 a.m. on Mondays from the week before, with the exception, and I see there's a little error there, so I'm just going to fix it, with the exception of the final week when all coursework is due that Friday, the 7th week at 12 noon. The assignments and expectations that you will have in this class, everyone will take one test. There will be multiple assignments. You'll be doing a SWOT analysis, a market analysis. You have a website that you'll have to do. Now this website is something that is for the entire program. You're going to work on it. You may have already started the website in another class. You can use that particular website. I want to encourage you to use Wix to create your website, and then you'll also do an elevator pitch. Just a couple of things. We don't plagiarize here. We don't cheat. Very hard to do with this particular class because you're doing something very specific to yourself and to your interest. And we want you to create and develop a business concept and idea. And so by doing so, everything is going to be very individualized in this particular class, associated with the markets that you choose to use and locate your business in. And all of these materials are designed to be able to help you go to a potential capital venturist or someone who is a loan officer at a bank, even family members and friends, to show them that you have an idea for a business that is viable and can actually become a contributing member of the business community. Just a couple of things. As I mentioned earlier, all grading deadlines 8 a.m. on Mondays. If you live in a different time zone, please adjust your times based upon that. I'm in the central time zone. If you're in a very, very far away place, then please get with me so we can make sure that you're not docked for being late if it's a crazy difference in the time zones that we live in. Just to start off, you'll notice that I have some things in red, and these are critical things that are due in different weeks of the class. The first week you're going to be introduced to a multitude of concepts related to entrepreneurship. You'll be asked to turn in a student information sheet. You'll look at a video related to Blackboard, and then you'll actually be required to do a Zoom meeting with me. And we'll do a Zoom meeting, talk a little bit about your idea. You'll be asked to actually contact me, and we'll set up a time during the first week, so that week will be a bit busy. Those Zoom meetings will only last about 30 minutes. The second week, we'll be looking at resources to use to begin to develop your business. You'll also be creating a business elevator pitch. This business elevator pitch will be written, and it will also be video. So as long as you have a phone and you can pitch your idea using your phone, that will work. You will be loading your elevator pitch video to a YouTube channel of which you need to create yourself. All our students should have a YouTube channel, so that as you begin to create content, you'll be able to have all that material for you. In the third week, we'll address ideas associated with media ownership, the rules and regs associated with that, and then you'll be turning in a SWOT analysis, which is actually strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats in relationship to the business idea that you're actually pitching. In week 4, you'll be asked to turn in a test, and you'll also be asked to turn in your link to your media portfolio website. This is the first time that you may be introduced to this, or it may have been that you could have been introduced to the media website idea in a class 3 classes ago. Whatever the case, I still will check your media portfolio website. You don't necessarily have much content that you'll put from this class into the media website, but I'll be checking it for you. One of the elements of that is that one of the reasons that we're not putting any content from this particular class into the website is because you may have proprietary information. You do not want someone to steal your ideas in association with the business that you want to start, so we're not going to have you put that on your portfolio website. In week 5, you'll be turning in your market analysis, and that is something that you'll get started with in week 4, but you'll actually turn it in week 5. And then in week 6, you'll be working on your business plan. You'll start your business plan, you'll work through your business plan until you complete the operations section. And then in week 7, you'll finalize the business plan and turn that in. That's a quick review of what's going to happen in the next 7 weeks.